What is good, ladies and gents, boys and girls? How you all doing? It's your boy here, Just Small. I'm getting right back into it today with another reaction, and today we have Deji with the truth behind Deji versus Alex Wassabi. This is roughly just under 30 minutes long. I'm looking forward to getting into this. So without any further ado, how about we get into it? But just before that, make sure you're all subscribed with the notification bell on and crush that like button as well. Let's get into it. Let's get it.
Redemption can have many meanings, each unique to an individual's journey. With a stained reputation, Deji Olatunji strives to leave earlier fights and, most importantly, his former self in the past. Coming off 2 losses, the YouTube sensation aims to reclaim glory and redemption in the boxing ring, as he puts it all on the line. With a glorified redemption arc on the horizon for Deji and his fans, one man has plans to ruin the party. Enter Alex Wassabi.
The clown that he
With his
is.
sights set on his own boxing glory, the veteran YouTuber will stop at nothing to prove everyone wrong by disrupting any chance Deji has of redeeming himself. For Alex, there's seemingly nothing to lose, but so much to gain. The young creator will give every ounce of blood, sweat, and tears, preparing to step into the bright lights of London for the first time. Egos aside, and as the world watches, we will either see the Cinderella redemption story or biggest upset the YouTube boxing scene has ever witnessed.
That's what people don't think that. They stick to the rules of like head, body, but everything's a target. Canelo, when he hit Callum Smith, he made his bicep like a balloon, man, just by hitting the bicep continuously. So he couldn't counter him with that hook. That's it. There we go. So you open up with bad intentions.
Preparation for Deji, as I said, from day one when he walked in to the gym and we first started, I said, you know, boxing ain't a game. It's not something to play with.
True.
You can die in this sport. And I'm going to treat you the same as I train my professional fighters.
That side, boom! Roll, 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 hit, boom! There we go, good. Good, there we go. Good, time.
My name's Daly Perales and I'm Deji's professional boxing coach.
That's it, jab, good. Double jab. That's it. Don't delay it too long though. Pa, pa. Hands, go.
So in my training camp, I have Daly, he's my boxing coach. I have Calvin, he's my S&C coach. And I have Mike, he does my physio.
Yeah. That's just to change the. If you're in front of them like this, yeah, you don't stay flat-footed all the time.
My boxing IQ is way better than my last fights. Before, I was kind of just throwing my hands, seeing if it will land. Now I actually strategically do things.
But turn that shoulder as you slip. Yeah? As you step, turn that shoulder. There we go.
His mindset has definitely changed. He's saying things like, we were doing conditioning yesterday. He was saying, let's do another round of conditioning. That was like music to my ears. I'm like, okay, I like when a fighter says that. Let's go again. Let's do another round, even though we're meant to be finished. He's saying, let's go again. That's showing me something. You know, that's showing me that he wants it. As I said, his energy is different now. He's more confident.
Again.
That's what happens when you train a bit more intensely.
That's it. That's it. Good.
You know, Deji got hit, right, in sparring against his brother, KSI. He got hit, yeah, low blow, full-blown punch. The old Deji would have took a knee to recover. He didn't go down. He just continued and dogged it out, toe-to-toe with his brother. So that spar there showed me that he's ready, and he's ready for war.
Yeah, come on, man, that's not what we're here to do. Like, just fucking give him his rounds.
With his YouTube boxing debut looming and the gravity of the situation rising,
Like, a shit ton of
Alex
guys
has
don't
hired who
train
he
for
believes
that,
to be the
like,
best team to meet the challenge ahead.
I'm gonna definitely be doing that. So
Alex walked into the gym one day and said he wanted to learn how to box, and my guy Tony, I've told my guy Tony, that's all you, man. He wants to learn how to box, and Tony told me you were a YouTube guy, so it's like, all right, have at it, man. Train this guy for YouTube. Because at that point, YouTube boxing was like foreign to me. I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was like some backyard brawling or something with these guys just on YouTube boxing. I didn't realize the magnitude of what it was. My name's Ramon Espada. I'm a boxing trainer / coach. Relax.
Notice that they didn't say he's a professional coach. This could undo Alex, because the level and the quality of a trainer can sometimes be all that it needs. Look, I think this is a big indication of look at KSI. He had Vidal Riley, who was an up and coming boxer. He had Leon, who is professional. Vidal was professional, and they'd been in the game for years and years and years and years and years, and they were very high standard. Logan Paul had Shannon Briggs, a guy that was a fairly good boxer, and he could be a beast. In his earlier years he was, but then in his later years in his boxing he just became a bit of a meme. Shannon Briggs had never trained anyone before. Vidal and Leon, they've experienced it. And so you're like, there's a big gulfing difference there, and I think that's what helped KSI win the fight against Logan Paul the second time around. Because he took it a bit more seriously. He even stated in the first fight he did take it that seriously. But he came back in the second fight, he took it a bit more seriously, etc. And it's probably to why he won, because he had probably a bit higher standard in coaching. But then you've got someone that's Shannon Briggs, who's a bit of a dirty dog and a bit of a dirty fighter, towards some young blood that have been in the game for quite some time. They're now at professional standard, and they've trained JJ before, or they've trained other people before, or they've coached other people. So this could undo Wassabi.
Stay ready. Keep your eyes open. Your eyes are your defense, right?
yeah.
Nice and relaxed. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Roll. Roll 3, 2, 3. Roll 2, 3, 2. 4 years ago, he looked like a beginner, so you could see the videos for yourself. His movement was really awkward, just like anybody just learning the sport, but he took to it pretty quickly, and his punches flow and everything now, and he throws great combinations and has better understanding of positioning and things of that nature, and is really good at reading things defensively, so he's nowhere near where he was 4 years ago. He actually looks like a real boxer now, in my opinion.
All right.
Keep time for you, Ramon.
What's that?
You mean to keep time for you?
I'm still posing after I can feel it.
When Alex approached me for this fight camp, he said, I don't want to go into boxing like a YouTuber. I want to train like a professional fighter. And I want a professional fight camp. And so that's when we started looking at all the ways we can really tighten things up and maximize our camp to really train like a pro.
The squared circle has always been known to be a lonely place. Fans don't matter, fame is irrelevant, but ultimately, Only the hard work put in will
True.
decide the outcome on Fight Night.
I can never doubt myself, I know better. All of you critics be acting like you know better. Blowing the smoke, but I know when the dust settles that I'm in my element. It's evident that there's levels to the game. All of those dark nights I got then, breaking my back to make it out, got me feeling like pain. I ain't never need your help, I know you wishing me well. A penny for your trust, but singing no change. I snap for the sun like Diddy. The riches got a mad ass son, I'm like Billy. I ain't never switch up, whole team with me. But known for my city like all ages. Set the pace as long as you finish. Consumers find a way inside your business. Babylon, they try to dabble in it and they hate the fact that they may have to witness. You try to aim for the top like this and you're in your element with a fire like this. And they hoping you fall and they praying you miss. But it's all in the risk, I got you with the switch, you know. I'm in the zone. Give me the tone. One shot, that's all that you got. That's all that I know.
With a feud spanning through the years, the bad blood that carries this fight is evident for all to see. In Deji's eyes, all Wassabi wants more than anything is to reclaim his former glory in the online scene. On the other side, burying a return to Alex's former heyday is in Deji's mind as he prepares to step in the ring once again.
I guess it started from JJ asking Alex for a spar because I think JJ put out like an open challenge for people and Alex Wassabi was one of the people that wanted to spar JJ.
Alex Wassabi called me out. Now everyone knows that you ain't shit. Also, for the record, he never DM'd me. He never sent his personal details. This boy is a fucking pussy.
I guess JJ gave him like a platform to step up to the table.
He did. That's what KSI did. Alex Wassabi was trying to be a big man, trying to use KSI for clout and everything, and called him out. And he never reached out to him or anything, did do anything, and he's a pussy, he's a clown, and now he wants to fight Deji because he thinks Deji's probably going to be a bit of an easier fight because of seeing his latest fights. But Deji's now got a new mindset. Deji's got a completely new mindset now. He now knows that you need to put the work in. Because if you don't put the work in, you're going to get knocked out. So, it's funny because now Alex is chatting his shit and I'm like, we'll see on March 5th. We'll see on March 5th.
And obviously he didn't take it. He was making excuses.
Mm-hmm.
I got involved by calling him a pussy. I guess that's how it really started.
With this fight seeming inevitable, it was only a matter of time before contracts were signed.
Me and Deji have a lot of history. We go back a few years. I've only met him once in my life.
Someone I want to put out there, Alex Wassabi. I'm down to fight you. I'm down to fuck your face up.
You're making a mistake, bro. Trust me. Huge mistake.
Bro,
When Alex, he's the biggest clown. Because I'm like, we saw you go up against FouseyTube and you got knocked the fuck out. You had some okay form here and there, but you got knocked the fuck out by FouseyTube, who cannot box. Yeah, you're good.
you would do shit to me.
But if I had to pick somebody, I want to box is Deji. I want to box Deji so bad. We've been I think
that'd be a good fight.
If I have to fight Alex, he's just a waste man. I'm here to redeem myself, and that's the plan.
Alex claims Deji's never had to work for anything in his entire life. He plans to capitalize on this mindset and expose the inner quitter.
Right, there is some truth to that. Deji has not had to work for much in his life because it's all been handed to him by his brother. But the way Deji has been acting as of the last 6 months or so, he looks like a completely different new being now, and Alex can't be going and chatting too much shit because I have a very, very strong feeling that Alex is going to get into the ring and he's going to shit himself. I think he's going to do a Joe Weller, and I think the lights and the occasion and the moment is just going to hit him all at once and he's going to shit himself. That's what I generally think. Joe Weller, it happened with Joe Weller against KSI. Joe's a good boxer. Joe is a good boxer. But because he wasn't used to being in that kind of limelight with those lights on you and thousands upon thousands upon thousands are watching you live and then millions are watching you on YouTube, just bang, just hit him out of nowhere. So I do think that Alex Wassabi will suffer, and I think that he may just crumble. I'm about 80% sure he'll crumble a little bit. I think he will crumble a bit.
He claims Deji to be.
It's like I said in a previous interview, I'm just dealing with a little kid. Or I'm dealing with a man with a kid's mentality. He is all about shortcuts. He does the minimum. Like, I know his nickname is the Tank, but in my head, his nickname is the minimum. That's what he does. His whole life is a shortcut.
It makes me want to prove him wrong. It makes me want to take it all back. I want him to take it all back. And this fight will make him take it all back.
If it wasn't for his brother KSI, I would have never had this opportunity to box. And if it wasn't for his brother KSI, well, Deji wouldn't have anything.
We could say the same thing to you, Alex, because of your mate that's 10 times more talented than you. Can't remember his fucking name though. But let's be absolutely honest. You wouldn't be where you are with the fan base that you've got if it wasn't for your best mate. Let's be honest. Because you're nowhere near as good as he is. Or you're nowhere near as talented as he is. And now, on your main channel, you are struggling. Didn't they say it was like 2,000 views a month? And you've got millions of subscribers? That's poor. That's really bad. That's really bad.
I believe...
really, really, really bad.
Obviously, it's easy to talk about someone's life from like an outside perspective, but he hasn't lived my life. He definitely has underestimated me.
Oh, he is.
True strength comes from an unshakable inner belief. And for Alex Wassabi, being overlooked in his boxing journey has made this an integral foundation for his road to the ring. With all of the talk being showcased online, it's the work you don't see that will ultimately decide this battle.
I'm treating this as like life or death. Like, I am training hard. I am training. Of course, there's times I don't want to go to the gym. There's times I don't want to spar, but I do it anyways. It's just something, I'm treating it like breathing. It's just something you have to do.
One thing I think people don't realize about Alex is his competitive edge. That guy really wants to win and find a way to make sure that he is the best at everything he does.
You think, oh, your body can only do so much. And so when your body tells you to stop, you gotta stop. But that's not true. Your mind is telling you to stop. Your body can do a lot more than you think.
Pretty sure someone else has said that plethora of times.
Alex said it perfectly. I saw his interview that he was talking to, and he said, look, I'm not a professional fighter, but I want to go in with the best intention that I can. I want to go in the ring with another warrior. So if Deji doesn't get his shit together and doesn't train hard, I'm not going to be able to create an amazing fight.
Come fight night, I'm looking for Alex to execute everything we've been working on. Show this guy some things he hasn't seen before. Shut down all of Deji's offense and light him up when the opportunity presents itself.
We've just been putting him into this full force fight camp as if he was a professional boxer. So really, I think March 5th is going to be the easy part.
Alex has the skills, he has the tools that he needs to win. Deji's just going to have a difficult night.
Like, your mind tells you to stop, and your body tells you to stop, and you have to not...
See, I can't stand your mates, like... When your mates start licking your arsehole, just go fuck off, mate. Don't start licking my arsehole. It's going to be difficult for both of us. It's all about who's trained hard, who wants it more. It's all it's going to be about. Who's had the better training, who wants it more, who's more hungry for it. Not about, oh, he's going to have a difficult night. Shut the fuck up, you ass licker.
Listen to these
Can't
two
stand
things you've been
people
listening to your entire life. You have to push through and be like, no, guys. We got this. Guys, come on. Let's work together. Let's push through and keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I've said that in my head so many times these last 6 months. As soon as I get in the ring, it clicks. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Then when I'm done, I'm excited that I did it. And I'm excited that I got the workout in. I'm excited to go to the track. I'm excited to push myself as far as I can. I want to see what I can do. I don't even know. I've never pushed myself this hard.
In his past fights, Deji's camps have always been criticized as a major factor in the losses he's received.
Yeah, because he
Coming
hasn't
into this
trained
redemption fight, Deji knew choosing the right camp was integral to his success. However, in a controversial move, the young star made a personal change, claiming he wasn't being challenged enough to complete the task before him.
Deji has come into this camp. He's seen Kenny. He's seen my pro fighters. He's actually come to watch my pro fighters fight live. You know, he's seen what it's all about, and I think that's why we're seeing a whole new Deji now. And that's why when we push him in the gym, you're not seeing no quit, because he's happy. He's comfortable. You know what I mean? So he's willing to do everything I tell him to do.
It's just body mechanics, because once you turn there, the mechanics is there. Yeah. If you turn there, boom.
Coming 6 weeks out, I think it's a good thing, man. You know, a lot of people are seeing it as a bad thing. I see it as a good thing, man, because Kenny has helped push him as well. You know, when one is slacking, the other one's like, come on, keep going. When the other one's doing the same, the other one's saying the same thing.
He's good as well. It's good for me, man. It's good for both of us.
That's the first thing I said to him. He hit me with a slow jab. That hurt. Give it, you know what I'm slow.
When they lose, what excuse are they going to have? Because they've had the longest time together. I've only had 6 weeks with Deji. So when Deji pulls this off, you know, Deji's going to look like a goat. You know what I mean? Wassabi loses, they can't have no excuses, man.
One word has been said by many, including Deji, as being one of the biggest aspects and in consequence a key factor in his previous losses. Cardio.
Yeah.
If you're 0-2, how are you gonna get a main event? How did you get a main event if you lost your last few fights? Oh.
Shut the fuck up, Alex. It's because he's got a 10 times bigger name than you.
I forgot, your brother. Nice. Well, it helped me out, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm excited for both of us.
See how much of a twat he is? This is why I can't stand most American YouTubers. He's a twat. Shut the fuck up. He's got a bigger name than you, lad. He's got a bigger name than you. Yes, he's got help of his brother, but he's also got a bigger name than you. He's got a bigger fan base than you. Shut the fuck up. Shut
In my
the fuck
first
up.
fight, I was very, I guess, I didn't really care about losing as much. Obviously, it was like an experience. I was like, screw it. Let me just do it. Let's see what happens.
I remember the first and second fight. He got there.
Did they?
He just couldn't. He said he couldn't move, and people, you know, shouting his name.
The best way to explain it is that you're in a bubble on your own, and then there's a bunch of voices around you just chanting your name. That's the best way I can really explain it, because ultimately you're in there alone. Now obviously, yeah, you have the crowd to back you up, you got your corner, but you don't hear any of that. Once you're in that ring and you hear the bell and your opponent coming towards you, it's like just silence.
But the second fight, it's so obvious. He wasn't training, he wasn't doing anything.
As much as I don't like saying this, I needed to lose my last fight for me to really wake up.
I knew he was going to lose. He didn't train. To him, say, well, I can fight. He never trained. He was meant to be doing his runs. Even the second fight, he was meant to be doing the runs and whatever. They were coming to him, oh, let's run. He didn't train. He's now more matured, more matured, and I mean the strength too. I think because his problem is always his stamina.
I lost twice by the same thing. My cardio failed me twice. Like normally after a loss, you kind of understand what went wrong. I didn't. I literally went into my second fight worse. So that's why I understand why they're like, okay, there's no point. Ultimately, like, I want to get them the win. That's what I want to do. But the ones who kind of lost hope, I'll get that hope back.
You see, with this, to me, Alex seems to be more into dissing Deji, and Deji is just laser focused. Alex only cares about dissing this guy, saying he's this, saying he's this, saying he's that, saying he's only in the position that he's in because of his brother. I think Alex is going to lose because he just keeps chatting shit. And when you chat shit, the ones that chat shit get banged. It's been known throughout history. The biggest trash talkers get the shit knocked out of them. It's history. That's what happens through majority of trash talkers. They're the ones that get knocked out. But we will see on March 5th.
All Alex ever wanted was a chance. A chance to be taken seriously.
How could it be taken seriously when he's calling out KSI, trying to get clout, and then not replying to him? That's not being taken seriously. That's what you call being a fucking pleb.
Chance for respect. But just like the roll of a dice, chance is an unpredictable variable, which will only be solved within the lonely ropes on March 5th.
I expected a lot of work. But what I didn't expect is the emotional journey. It's a roller coaster, back and forth. It's like confident, not confident. What am I doing? Oh, let's do this. I'm gonna destroy him. Oh man, What am I? Oh, I'm tired today. Oh, I got an injury. Oh no, I gotta fix that. Recovery. Oh, this cryo, 3 minutes. It's so cold. Ice bath. Oh no. I love pushing myself, but it's crazy, like mentally, what you go through, what real live professional boxers go through for their entire lives. It's insane.
So Alex kind of approached me like years ago just saying like how badly he wanted to get a fight. He's always talking about like, man, I really just want to fight. And I think he only understood the physical aspect of what a fight entailed. And as we got closer and I recommended certain people to be around him and how hard he should be training or what he really needs to do, I don't think he really understood till now.
I am just as tired mentally as I am physically. Going through this, pushing myself through this, getting punched by like guys 20 pounds heavier than me, professionals that have been doing this forever. It's just like, woo! I can feel the growth I'm going through. I'm growing more in these, I've grown more in these last 6 months than I have in the last 5 years, just by pushing myself. I've always respected boxers. I've respected any professional athlete, but people told me when I was starting that boxing is one of the hardest sports to do. What you put your body through, boxing's no joke.
And that's what Alex is really after, is that I can totally admire that about him, is he's really trying to make a beautiful moment right now for himself. In history, he wants to look back and tell his story, and this is gonna be one of the main pieces of his story of how he became the next evolution of Alex. I'm really excited to see that part of him.
Progress is impossible without change. A recent hiatus from the public eye has given Deji a new perspective on life and his future in boxing. You could say a new Deji has been born.
I have seen a change eating wise, and the fact that he's lost the weight, that is amazing. I was shocked. I said, this guy is really taking it serious. So I think he is ready. I feel it in my bones that he is ready. He said he wants, because even with the previous one, I said, don't underestimate Vinny Haka. And you need to lose the weight, Deji. You need to lose the weight.
I'm way more confident. 100% more confident. because I've actually been putting the work in. I go past limits. Like when I'm even like running, boxing, when someone's getting the better of me, I get voices in my head being like, just quit, just back out, make an excuse. But then I overshadow that voice by being like, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to
Good
the
to
end
hear,
and see what
Dej.
happens.
Deep down in your heart, you just know that he was going for this fight that, oh my gosh, something was not right. But with this one, you know, he feels more confident and everything. For him to say that, Mom, I can't wait to fight, it's all to do with the mindset as well. His mindset has changed.
Good.
Oh, he's changed now, you know. Now, I mean, I'm not a betting man, but I can bet my house on him that he will win because the change is so much now.
Go
I mean,
on,
I can see
JJ.
the confidence coming back gradually. But to take this seriously, you know, I think I'm very, very proud of him. I mean, he's putting a lot of effort into it now. I think he's doing it for himself. This guy, you know, this guy doesn't care. He doesn't care what people say about him, what people think about him. He just doesn't care. So, but now for him to change now, maybe it's maturity or whatever, so I can see him winning this time around.
When searching for answers for Deji's sudden shift in mindset, we have to explore what could be argued as one of Deji's biggest inspirations.
His brother.
His family.
Judy and I, the way we've raised them to be bold and courageous. As his brother said, if he puts in the hard work and he pushes himself to the limit, Deji can do it. It's the words that we nail into them that winners don't quit. Remember, you guys always do things together. And that's when you were a baby. Look at you posing there.
I'm a gangster.
With your
I'm a gangster. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, and that's the sports day.
Oh yeah, this is when I won.
Yeah, and you were so excited. And as you can see, most of the time they're always together. And Deji loves his bro. You can see he's always hugging his bro. They kind of really connected, and they were natural. That's the thing, and they were always making you laugh. They were very funny. So I do enjoy them. It would be nice if they can collab together again, you know, and see what they were younger when they did it, so it would be nice now that they're men and see if they've still got that click.
I do see Jay as an inspiration, as well as I do see something to meet. This whole YouTube thing, I started it because of him.
Wow.
We both started at the same time, but then I stopped, but he carried on. And then just seeing what he's achieved made me want to be like, let me come back. JJ is ultimately the reason why I'm even here. Like, this whole YouTube boxing, everything. So, to get a win, and for him to run in the ring, and just be super happy, that'll be a dream come true, if I'm being honest. Like, obviously we've had our differences, but him being proud is next level. Yeah.
Wow.
With the biggest challenge looming on the ever-closing horizon, the question to be asked from both fighters is, have they done enough to earn their hand raised come March 5th?
I'm not going to underestimate him. I don't know what he's going to bring to the table, but I know my power, and I know I have knockout power.
When he loses, he's 100%, once again, not going to take accountability, and he's going to blame it on his team. Deji, all these years, he's just been talking and so much talking.
I'm gonna put him in the deep end, see how he handles it.
Let's go. All right, get your tickets. It's game time.
And that is my reaction to the truth behind Deji versus Alex Wassabi on Deji's channel. my honest opinion on all of this is, from this, it's very difficult. It is but I see it as Alex chatting far too much shit. I understand that he's confident, but there's a difference with arrogance and confidence, and he's far too arrogant. He's far too arrogant in this video. He just comes across as far too arrogant, claiming that he knows Deji. Deji's gone through a massive change lately, and so, and like I stated, when people chat too much crap, when they trash talk way too much, they are the ones that get knocked out. I think Alex will crumble under the lights. I think the occasion will get to him, like it did with Joe Weller, like it did with Jay Swingler. I think the moment, even Gibb, I think the occasion, I think it'll all get to him and he'll crumble in the ring. I think that Deji could either, he's got power to knock him out, he could do it in about 3 or 4 rounds, or it'll go to judges' scorecards. But, you know, we will have to see what everybody says. I mean, I wish I could have gone. You know, I wish I could have been down there to watch it, because it would have been amazing to watch. But yeah, that is going to be my reaction for today. I'll see if I can watch the event live, and you will of course get you'll get my reaction to it. Of course, there will not be any footage because of copyright. So yeah, that is going to be it for me today, folks. Thank you all ever so much for watching. If you are somehow new here and you would like to keep up to date with more videos, please click subscribe along with the notification bell. Crush the like button if you have enjoyed what you're seeing. You're probably seeing a prop in the background as well. Big video coming this weekend. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. It's going to be so good. I've got 4 people already that are going to be in the video. It's going to be on the main channel, of course. It's going to be on this channel. And yeah, we're looking to get a few more. So it should be a lot of fun. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that one, because that should be coming out next week, because it's been recorded for Sunday and then I'm taking like 2 or 3 days to edit it. So yeah, that's going to be it from me for now. I will see you all next time. God bless, take care, stay safe, come on Deji, and peace.